While watching some Christmas horror movies this season, we realized there was a lot more bad Christmas horror movies out there. We asked 25 of our YouTube buddies to come up with their worst Christmas horror movie list. The top 10 is not based on the opinions of Horror Squad, and are in fact based on all 25 YouTube channels' top 10 lists. We even asked a few of them to join the video and tell us why they hate it or even like it. So don't forget to subscribe to those channels. Remember, not everybody's opinions are the same, so comment down below which movies you feel like shouldn't be on the list. Number 10. Santa's Sleigh. Christmas is actually meant to be the day of the slaying by a demon known as Santa Claus, until he lost a bet to an angel where he had to be the lovable Santa that we all love for 1,000 years. But what this means is Santa's free to be himself in the year 2005. Uh-oh, the day of the slaying is back.
I really enjoy that film, and I try to watch it every year at around Christmas time. It's just, horror comedy. I love horror comedies, and I really enjoy this film. Just a guy, Santa Claus, fucking people up. What's there not to enjoy?
Number 9. To All a Good Night. A group of sorority girls sneak in their boyfriends for a Christmas party, but instead find themselves being killed off by someone dressed up as Santa Claus. Number 8. Silent Night, Bloody Night. On Christmas Eve, a series of murders run through a small town in Massachusetts after a man inherits a family estate which once served as a mental insane asylum.
It just has this kind of, and I hate to use that term because everybody uses this term to describe everything, but it does have a grindhouse feel to it. But this is one of the ones I watched, and I was just surprised by how good it was. Right off the bat, I think the cinematography, it reminds me of like a grittier Black Christmas, the original Black Christmas.
Number 7. Dead End. On Christmas Eve, a family of 4 on their way to a Christmas dinner takes a shortcut, which of course in the horror universe is never a good thing.
And I always kind of forget Dead End's like Christmas theme, but it does take place, during the holidays. They're, families traveling. Some of the acting is a little cheesy and campy and kind of corny, but I think it fits the movie. I will say this, you will kind of figure out the big twist, the big reveal, I guess, at the end, pretty early on. I mean, it's not, I don't know. It is, at least to me, when I watched it, I remember thinking like, well, this is probably what's going on, and then it was. Still a solid film.
Number 6. Saint Nick. In this version, Saint Nicholas is a ghost who kidnaps and murders children, but only when there's a full moon on December 5th. Number 5. Santa Claus. A B-horror movie actress is being stalked by an obsessed fan, who dresses up as Santa Claus and kills off her co-stars one by one. Weapon of choice? What else but claws?
Santa Claus is a 1995 horror film about a man obsessed with a B-movie actress who begins killing people, and at one point even dresses up like Santa Claus to kill them. Unfortunately, he doesn't really do the whole killer Santa motif well, and he's supposed to be psychologically damaged. So I'm sorry to say that the whole psychologically damaged thing does not work well in this movie and does not really play well into his character. If you're going to watch a slasher film about a psychologically damaged killer, especially one that takes place during the Christmas season and features a killer Santa, may I recommend either Christmas Evil or Silent Night, Deadly Night.
Number 4. Black Christmas. A loose remake of the original cult classic 1974's Black Christmas. An escaped maniac returns to his childhood home, which is now a sorority house. Oh, let the killing spree begin.
I mean, literally, there was nothing about the remake that was even worth it. I can't even say anything good about it. Literally, there's nothing. Production values wasn't really, nothing wowed me. The music wasn't that good. There's no really good directing. It was just typical, generic, fucking, like the same directing in this movie looked like the same directing from like Sorority Row. It's just the same, like, fuck it, we're gonna make another Hollywood remake, and let's crank this shit out, and just fucking god awful.
It's just this one, it's just so dark and mixed up, and there's two killers, and they use his skin to make cookies. I'm not eating those Christmas cookies.
If there's ever a movie that is just the typical poster child, I guess, of pointless, money-grubbing remakes, it's this one right here.
Number 3. Elves. Neo-Nazi scientists create elves to breed the master race, but they need the perfect virgin to complete the task. It's up to a mall Santa to stop it. Number 2. Jack Frost 2. Our favorite mutated snowman, Jack Frost, returns for revenge and follows Sheriff Tyler to a Caribbean island.
The first film was good. The second film, not so much, as now he's in the tropics and is still after the sheriff who arrested him. See, the problem with this one is, it is so contrived, it is painful. See, they give the excuse that because some of Sheriff Tyler's blood got into him at the end of the first film, he can now find him anywhere on the planet.
It's really just, there's no way you can take it seriously. Like, just the idea of a killer snowman cannot be taken seriously, but when you actually watch the movie, it's more of a comedy than it is a horror, just being honest here.
The only redeeming factors of this film, they kill off an annoying character, Captain Fun, and we also get a big body count and lots of gore.
I do remember vaguely watching that, like back when it came out, like on HBO or some shit. Remember thinking it was pretty cheesy, but I was entertained by it.
Number 1. Silent Night, Deadly Night, Part 2. Ricky, who's the little brother of the original killer, Billy, in the previous movie, is at a mental insane asylum and talks to a psychiatrist about how he became a brutal serial killer.
It only features one original scene, and the rest are just flashbacks from the original film. It's not even fun to watch!
The favorite scene of all time, he points the gun at someone taking the trash out. He goes, "Garbage day!"
Most of it was the first movie, and they just put the parts into the second one. And then the ending, they just was the only original part. So the second one didn't really do anything for me, just the ending. So I didn't bother watching any of the other sequels.